What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be putting grease fittings on my wheel horse tractor. So the lift piston right here, there's no grease fitting at this joint, and there's no grease fitting at this joint. There is a grease fitting here. There are no other grease fittings on any of the other joints where the pistons are. But today I just want to focus on the lift piston. When you're going to add a grease fitting to something, location is key. So like this one, I'm not going to put a grease fitting here because this is the chance when I raise the bucket up, if material or some debris got caught in here, it could snap off the grease fitting. So I'm going to be putting the grease fitting down below. Same with this one too. There's a potential pinch point right there, and I don't want to have the grease fitting get snapped off, so I'm going to put this one down here too. The issue being this hose might get in the way, so I might put an offset on either a 45 or a 90 degree fitting. But I'm going to take the piston off, and then I'll show you the steps to drilling out and tapping the holes. Alright guys, so I got the piston out. There it is right there. I flipped it over. Used a wrench just to loosen this 90 up enough to get it out of my way. I'm going to use a nail, but you should use a punch to mark out where you want your hole to be. And anytime you're drilling a hole, you should do what they call step drilling. So you're going to start out with a small hole, a small drill that through, and work your way up to the drill size that you're going to use. Now I'm going to be tapping these at a 1/4-28. And if you don't want to spend the money on a full set of drills and taps, you can buy something like this. It's got the tap and the drill together. Not crazy expensive. The thing to know is that the drill bit is not a 1/4 inch drill bit. It's smaller than a 1/4 inch drill bit. The tap is what's going to make it the 1/4 inch. So you don't want to just go get a 1/4 inch drill, start drilling and tapping, because you won't get a good amount of meat on the threads, and you'll probably strip it out. So this can be found in any hardware store. Like I said, this is probably the way to go if you don't want to spend a lot of money on taps. So all you'll need is this and probably a T-handle. Again, T-handle is not that expensive. So I'm gonna mark these, drill them out, and then I'm gonna tap them with this. Okay. And we're through. And I broke the drill at the same time. That's not good. Okay, I got the drill out. Okay, so we'll go one size up. I'm trying not to break this one. Alright, so this is the drill bit that came with the tap, so I'm going to go ahead and drill out with this size now. through. Now, I'm going to want to clean out as much metal as I can before I start tapping. Okay, so there's the tap, there's the T-handle. Tap fits in like that, tighten the collar. Okay. Again, I'm going to use some lubricant. And I'm going to want to do this slow. So I'm going to start turning in. Try to make it as straight as possible. And you can feel it when it's starting to cut. So right now it's starting to cut. I'm going to go a couple of turns. And I'm going to stop. I'm going to back up. Not all the way out. Just maybe a turn just to clear any chips, metal chips that are forming as you're cutting the metal. So then right there is where it's biting again. So I'm going to go a little bit further. Remember, nice and slow. If it's getting too hard, stop and back out. Okay. Now you could put this in the drill and do it nice and slow if you were good enough. I can do it. I've done it. I don't like to do it because you're more likely to break something. By hand takes longer, but it's definitely the safer way to go. One thing I gotta check too is that the tap doesn't twist one way or the other while I'm doing this, because you'll snap it off. If you snap your tap off in the hole, you have whole other problems. It's something you don't want to do. Okay, so I'm backed out. Gonna back it a little bit further. And a little bit more oil. Work my way back down. Okay, that's pretty easy now, so that means I'm done cutting. So I don't know if you can see, the head in there of the tap and all the chips. So that's done cutting. So I'm gonna kind of work it back and forth a little bit. Just make sure the threads are clean. Just like this. And then I can take it all the way out. Okay. So that's out. That's tapped. The only thing left to do now is to clean any metal shavings out of it, because it is a pivoting point. It's going to get greased, so I don't want any metal in there. I'm going to check the hole for any burrs. That feels pretty good. That's good. So really the thing to do is just, like I say, get the metal flakes out. I'll probably, just to be on the safe side, bring the compressor over. Give it a good blowout. This will remove the majority of it. So all I gotta do now is pick the grease fitting I want. And I'm not gonna tighten it down because I'm gonna clean it out. But so that'll end up looking something like that. I don't know if you can see that okay or not. So when that's tightened down, I'll put a 90 facing forward, and that'll make it so I get the grease fitting on it. And then, like I said, I'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so there it is. This is a 1/4-28 grease fitting. If you found any of this information useful, please like. Feel free to subscribe. Any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll answer anything I can. Thanks for watching.